large amounts, so it's hard to count the bounce. Timbo King. Point out the bounce. Young Hope the King. I got ya. For those.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. And it's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one, an interconference game today. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? For Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to NBA basketball. And now time for the State Farm opening lineups. One of the guys we're watching out for today, Andrew Bynum.
And Bynum is one of the best centers in the league. His size is really an amazing advantage. He's so big, so long, and he's able to out-muscle people and just shoot right over the top of his opponents.
And, Steve, we know that size alone does not make you a great big man, but it certainly helps if you've got some skills. And he's really shown a desire, even though in fits and starts, to be special. More and more aggressive on offense, and because of that, he's tough to handle on the block.
But take a look at the Warriors. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've looked like a different team than the one that was a cellar dweller last year. They've started the process of bringing success to this franchise.
Well, these guys have a lot of pride, Clark, and after such a tough season a year ago, I think they were really focused on making a daily improvement. And I think the whole organization at this point is very pleased with their performance so far.
Here's Holiday. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Here's Young. Curry snatches it inside.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. You know, most great teams are really built around 1 or 2 stars and then some role players surrounding that core. But the Sixers are different. They don't have a superstar. So they've played the last few years with a group of young guys who are athletic, who play together, who defend, and they try to get out and run. So for the most part, it's been pretty successful. But again, so tough to win in this league at a high level without a star.
Curry in the starting lineup for the very first time in the NBA.
You just look at how far he's come already, you know, out of the first round of the draft and now an NBA starter. They have a lot of confidence in him.
And they should have confidence in him. I mean, he has unlimited potential. No question about that. I mean, you knew it was only a matter of time until he was in the starting lineup.
Lock at 6. Young. That's good. Young's got his second basket of the game. And there are a group of teams that have found success, Steve, like that. You know, you can point at teams like, say, Memphis and the Indiana Pacers, Clark. You know them. And certainly, Clark, the 76ers along that same vein.
You know, Kevin, as Steve said, it's hard to win without a star, and you wonder if Philly will eventually shake things up to bring somebody in of that level. But I'm not quite sold on the fact that you can't do it at a high level with really good, cohesive players. And much like the Sixers, Grizzlies, Pacers, those teams have good young players, and I think they can be championship contenders if they keep developing.
Outside Holiday. Kicks to Bynum. Bogut on him. From down low. The shot's good from Bynum. 8 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
The newest 2K Style magazine, arriving in stores now.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City.
Well, they had a difficult night from the field in that game, guys. They just didn't look to be working very hard to get good looks offensively.
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm going to disagree with you. I thought they could have worked a little bit harder offensively, but I think it was more the fact they just had a cold shooting night, and that happens sometimes.
Curry, he's in at 3. Jarrett Jack is out there with Charles Jenkins. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Lee in at the center position. That's the Warriors' 5.
You know, there have been rumblings, guys, that the Warriors are looking at a return to San Francisco, maybe building a new stadium across the bay. But we'll see how that goes. That's a very difficult thing to do these days, to secure the finances necessary. And
17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The 3 is launched, and that one's good. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And his skills go well beyond just his scoring ability. They really can run their entire offense through it.
With 2 seconds left, and there's Andrew Bynum on the assist by Holiday. It'll count. The shot misses. And we're through 2 here, and a good one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Let's get into the first half.
The west span of the Bay Bridge. Our view as we welcome you back to the San Francisco Bay Area. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doug Collins. Pairing up in the backcourt, Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. Young out there with Richardson. And it's Bynum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And a moment to check out Klay Thompson here. How this season has been coming along for him. First in shooting percentage. And he's in the top 10 in terms of three-point field goal percentage, so it's really been a good run for him from downtown.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe it. He doesn't miss much.
Here's Young. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
That's what a good solid screen will do for you. Gets you a good look at the hoop.
There have not been a lot of years where the 76ers have missed out on the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, overall, the franchise has done a really good job of keeping the down years to a minimum and having a shot at the title in a number of those seasons.
Bynum kicks to Holiday. Now Young inside. Out to Holiday. Bynum poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. 5th, Andrew Bynum.
Well, anybody on this list, Kevin, is going to have the ability to get stops in a spectacular fashion, in a game-changing, dramatic fashion, in a crowd-pleasing way. That's what shot blockers do.
Holiday gets the bucket. Well, back to what you were saying about the 76ers, Clark. Even with all the coaching changes they've had in the last decade and a half, they've always been, seems like, in the mix somewhere, somehow, and especially now with Doug Collins. Steve, we know a lot about him, don't we?
Yeah, one of the best coaches in the league. Great broadcaster, but an even better coach, I think. And he really turned that team around, turned that franchise around. And the question now is, can they get to the next step?
The shot's good from Bynum. Bynum's got 6.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Now they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher. And they got exactly what they wanted against that defense.
The 76ers trail by 3.
Well, there's never been any question about the potential of Andrew Bynum. He's got great skills down on the block, can block shots at the defensive end of the floor. The question mark really is his health. He's had to battle knee injuries throughout his career. And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
He feeds it to Barnes. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Golden State. Going back to Bynum, even playing Clark less than full strength, he can really impact the game.
Yeah, an effective shot blocker and post defender, Kevin, with excellent touch inside. His size helps him be a huge factor at both ends.